On the Idaho Meat Cutter. Welcome back. Today we're going to do several different cuts. Today, right now, we have a New York out here, which is actually called a back strap to some of you. And this whole back strap laid out here, they've already pulled it out. A lot of hunters during bow season boneless cut all their meat. So when I get it, it's already boned out. There's no bone. So this particular piece is a nice big piece off an elk. First, what we do is clean it. So what we're doing is we're going to take the back of our knife and scrape this for any debris or any hair. And if you just keep scraping this, there's already hair coming off. I'm doing it this direction. You'll find out real quick. Now if I went it this direction, it doesn't work so good. So I'm taking the back of my knife, just keep scraping, and there's some more hair and dirt coming out. Now it's looking good. Okay, looks great. Okay, now we're going to flip it over. This is called your silver side. This stuff is really tough to eat, so you do not want it on your meat. So we're slowly going to take it off. Again, this is not a race. You don't want to gouge into your New York or your back straps. So you just want to take it nice and slow. So I'm going to just take my knife. Use different kind of knives if you like. These are Forstners, and we're just going to go barely under the skin. Grab hold of it. Okay, now we're under the silver, and you're going to just slowly come back. See that how my knife is laying flat? It's not digging in. It just lays flat. Like I said, you want to take your time doing this. I've been cutting meat now for 44 years, and I still learn every day. Trim this up a little bit, see how much we got there already. And if you just take your time, you'll get it all off and you won't take a whole lot of meat with you. And we get the fat. I always emphasize the wild game taste flavor that a lot of people do not like comes from the fat and the bone. So we try to get most of the fat, of course definitely all the bone out. Looking better. Just a little more. And we're going to trim it up a little bit. Looks pretty good. All that silver is just about gone. So underneath here. Now, we have this laid out. We call this the bottom. This is a section that lays against the bone. Runs right down your spinal column. They take it out. And this is the back section that's exposed. So we're going to cut it from the other side. So we flip it over, and we butterfly everything here, most of our cuts. So we're going to just barely straighten this edge up. This client wants 3/4 inch steaks, so we're going to butterfly them. You can use different guidelines. My knife's about 3/4 inch here, so you can lay it down here. We go halfway through, then all the way through. We lay them out. These are called butterfly. And it just gives you a nice looking piece of meat. In your grocery stores, almost all your cuts that are there in the store are 3/4 inch, unless you special order. Just a standard cut in a grocery store. So again, you You're going halfway through, a little more maybe, and then all the way through. If you notice how I run my knife, I start down, then I bring it back. So again, take your knife and go down, and then down again, and then I pull it all the way back. If you do it like this, you're sawing your meat. You can see it. You can kind of see where these little edges are at. Of course, in a store or professional setting, you don't want that. Really doesn't hurt anything. So we try not to saw. That means you have to have a sharp knife. We're getting down to the next section, and that's probably as far as we're going to go. In a grocery setting again, I'm looking about right here, these would be called New Yorks. These would be called ribeyes. You can see the different color texture of fat in both of these. That's real smooth, there's no fat, no bristle in there. Of course, on a ribeye, you always have that fat in there. So again, these would be New Yorks, these would be ribeyes. So we just put them all together. We'll take them over to the wrapper. We could roll this one into a roast. This client doesn't want any roast, so it actually is going to go into hamburger. Okay? Stay tuned for more. Thank you. This is John, Idaho Meat Cutter, out.